whole set of weight to lose myself. And in each phase of that, I had to dig deeper and deeper and know that, oh, normally I would stop here and be fine, but I had to dig deep to get to 145. And I went above and beyond. And now I know it's possible. And I didn't know it was possible. And I've also grabbed a hold of like how fighting used to feel like it was more fear-based. And I'm not letting that rule this. I'm embracing that. I'm looking it dead in the eyes and I'm like, well, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying walking towards the fire, walking towards this big ball of fire right here. And it's a whole different feeling that I don't think any time before this, I wasn't mentally capable of handling it. And now I am.
So Rhonda, here's the thing. We've been watching and covering you for a very long time, and you share and match your intensity. I've heard you say things about Gina that we don't often hear you say about your opponents, which is you have the utmost respect for her, admiration for her. You do not hate this person. And so I do wonder if that same intensity can present itself on Saturday. How could you want to annihilate someone that you seem to love and admire so much?
Well, like they say in screenwriting to write the story that you want to see, and I'm promoting the fight that I want to see. And two women giving each other a hand up, like that's inspiring to me. Like our redemption is at stake here, and that's infinitely more compelling to me than like, oh, fuck Gina, and oh, Rhonda's a bitch. You know, if anything, that shtick has been like so overplayed that I'm tired of seeing it. I want to see something new. I want to experience something new. And even though fighting, it is professional conflict, like Gina was saying, it doesn't have to showcase the ugliness of our humanity. You know, I believe that there's demand to see our beauty as well. And that's what martial arts is. To me, it's the aesthetically pleasing aspect of fighting. That's the difference between, you know, some ratchet ass bitches brawling in a bar and, you know, two red carpet walking anomalies that have trained their entire lives fighting on the biggest stage on earth. Like, what do you want me to do? Call her a cunt and pull her hair? You know, it's just going to cheapen the whole thing to me.
Do you want to hurt her though?
I mean, when it's sanctioned.
I don't mean right this moment.
No.
But do you have that fire? We've heard you talk about people that you really despise, right? You really did not like them in the build-up, and it never felt fake. We remember you not wanting to shake Miesha Tate's hand. I have a feeling that you don't feel that way about Gina Carano. So can that same Rhonda come out?
I'm a two-time Olympian. You know, like I go to the Olympics and try to like rip people's arms off because of how much respect that I have for them and for what we're doing, and how much I believe it is important that we put all of our differences aside for a day and we go and compete to see who is the best. And I think that's really noble and admirable, and it's worth fighting for. It's worth getting your arms broken for and getting choked out for. And I don't need to hate anybody for that. I think, if anything, that's something that people need to promote fights that we know that their fight isn't going to be exciting. But say what you want about me and my fighting ability. There's never been a dull moment in any of my fights. And I have fought people that I respect and care for before. And so I think some of those were my best fights, to be honest. I don't need that. This doesn't need that.
Most athletes, let alone fighters, don't come back after 17 years away, right? Like what you're doing is beyond remarkable. What gives you the confidence to actually say, I'm not just going to have like a fun fight. I'm going on the biggest platform in the world against one of the best fighters in the history of the sport. Like that takes, as they say, chutzpah. Like a lot of people don't possess that. What gives you the confidence to think you can actually win this fight and not just be a participant in this great story?
The Division resurgence. A massive open world shooter is coming to mobile for the first time.
That's that. What gives you the confidence to think you can actually win this fight and not just be a participant in this great story?
Well, I think that if you look at my history, like people have been telling me what I can and cannot do from the beginning. And every single time, oh, she did it. oh, she came out on this. Oh, this new thing happened. And this is just another one of those moments where I think I'm almost desensitized to people telling me you can't do something. And this is no different. And I actually feel more confident than I ever have for a fight right now. I feel better. I have energy. I mean, we're a couple days away. I'm not sucked up. I feel great. I feel like it's just got this positive energy to it. And
Whoa, that looks
and I want people to know that like they can. They don't have to give up on life just because somebody wants to call you old and know you haven't done it for 17 years or this is impossible. Like things we hold so much in our brain and like the world's societal like norms that we forget what we're truly capable of. And we are capable of far beyond what they have laid down the rules for us for. And I think this fight is groundbreaking in that aspect.
According to our friends at FanDuel, you're, a pretty sizable underdog going into this fight. How do you feel about that?
I prefer being the underdog.
Why is that?
Because anything I do from here is going to be a surprise. And I really like that. My grandfather, Papa Jack, he loved underdogs. I've been an underdog in this, not just this fight, but in other aspects. And,
is that right? Okay, baby, calm down.
Label me the underdog. I am totally fine with that. I prefer that situation.
Was there a time in your life where you wanted nothing to do with MMA and just the fact that you are embraced now in the sport again, talking about the sport, promoting the sport, leading the charge here? Is that a healing, phenomenon that you're experiencing all this? Because even watching the Countdown show, you get emotional when talking about your sort of last chapter in MMA.
Emotional.
And it's amazing to see. And I think a lot of us, especially on the media side, thought maybe you'd want nothing to do with the sport ever again. And so to see you take part in something like this and to be in this shape and to have this approach to the sport again is very refreshing. Do you feel that same way?
I feel like the theme of this entire camp and this entire year has just been healing. And I'm so glad that I did it. And Gina has allowed me to change all of those negative associations that I had with MMA and allowed me to fall in love with it again and allowed me to, gave me the courage to confront everything that had been weighing on me for so long that I'd been turning away from and not wanting to confront. And it allowed me to clear all of that out and to really reclaim the sport for myself again and not let it be bogged down by previous experiences or previous toxic relationships and things like that. And it allowed me to just have not just like a clean slate, but like make this what it was always meant to be. And it used to be that I would look back at my MMA career and I would just feel like anxiety.
What is she eating?
Incredible coaches and training partners and experience, just getting up every single day and having this dream fight to train for. And then we get to I'm like a mom in sweatpants. I literally came in here with pants full of chocolate on me and I get to get dressed up and be on the stage that I was born for and do what I'm great at and actually be able to enjoy it and not just be trying to get through it. It used to be that I wish I could just teleport from now until after the match I had already won. It was just so uncomfortable and so much fear involved in it that I was just tolerating it to get there. And this is the opportunity that I have to actually enjoy it and to actually enjoy every single one of these moments. And even the media and press like this, us doing it in secret for a year, I was it made me actually excited to promote again. And
in life, you get out what you put in. Time, blood, pressure, intimidation. Mike Perry, he walks straight towards it.
He's transformed from MMA cult favorite into the face of bare knuckle fighting and is now giving fans the fight they've always wanted. Nate Diaz doesn't care what any of us think about him. Fighting out of Stockton, California, Diaz built his reputation by bloodying champions, disrespecting hype trains, and taking his opponents to the edge. Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry is one of 3 massive main events on Saturday, and FanDuel is bringing you closer to the action. You could be a part of the action with the profit boost to crank your payout. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now. Game. Well, here we are, one of the most anticipated fights of 2026. I mean, what more can we say about this scene? Nathan Diaz, Mike Perry. When this fight was announced, the internet went crazy. They said, all right, this card is for real. It's worth paying attention to. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for sitting. I know some fighters like doing this. I know some fighters don't like doing it, so I appreciate it regardless. First thing I do have to ask, I see the Mohawk is back. Feels like we're turning back the clock here.
It was just, it's a bit of a team effort and some ideas, want to stand out and take chances.
Does it feel like you're going? I feel like the last time we saw this was the MMA days for you. And that's been a few.
Yeah.
5 years.
They made a story about it a while back, so it was an idea to bring the story back. I'm undefeated with the Mohawk.
Is that true? You are undefeated with it. What's the record?
I think 2-0.
Okay, all right. Not the longest.
I'm 6-0 in bare knuckle.
That is true.
Yeah. So.
Did you watch his bare knuckle fights that he's had as of late?
Oh, yeah, one of them. I can't remember.
Thiago in L.A.
Thiago, yeah.
What'd you think of it?
Good fight. Thiago, the OG.
Yeah, Thiago Alves.
Yeah. Yeah, he was masses.
Thanks.
But the way he sort of like found himself in bare knuckle,
I think it's great. But go outside and make yourself I've been here a long time, and I was like, if this is the biggest shit, I should get out now because I feel like
I think Nate Diaz lost it.
Trying to get out. And the only reason why I was fighting other times was because nobody was meeting the criteria, I believe, to want to